Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, on Luigi Fan 64D. In the last episode, we found out that someone apparently recorded the murder. I wonder who. Well, I don't have any leads. Let's find out. It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya. These things take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. You're right. Don't worry. So the real person who killed Mr. Corda was that assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right? And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene it seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one who hired the killer to begin with? Who was his client? You mean, who asked for the murder? That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, there's still a killer. It's the truth. Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Mr. Andrews? I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself? But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be. Man on guard himself? Was it Matt? If Matt or Mr. On Guard really did hire the assassin, then he's not innocent at all. Far from it. He'd be guilty of the crime. But it can't be Mr. On Guard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him... Mr. On Guard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Corda? Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corda, okay? I didn't see any psyche locks at that time. Actually, that reminds me. Did you remember something, Mr. Nick? Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. So what is this interesting thing? Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Juan had to bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had his hands in a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Mr. On Guard's secret? What is the secret? I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corda was going to reveal this secret. This means Mr. On Guard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corda silenced. Which means we have to meet with On Guard. There's no way around it now. All this evidence against him. Man. Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. It's still the matter of this secret Mr. Corda held about Master On Guard. And Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight. But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center? I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry. That's what I need to worry the most. Hey, wait! What is it, whippersnapper? All I know is nothing was ever to do with anything that was ever good. Just like now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And it was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care, but the request came from Edgypoo, so... Edgeworth? And he said... If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer. So I'm going to feel free to direct my anger towards you! Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are! Always sending me, sir, after me. This is absolutely top secret, so you'd better keep it to yourself. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the presents. Very interesting. I'm sure it was, you know, it was catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, you know, the gossip that's been going around by my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that the thing about Miss Andrews? But I'm sure she must have had some reason to getting close to Mr. Corda. I'll let you in on another secret, young'un. I know who planted that spy camera. It was the obnoxious, puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself. As if I wouldn't want to see it for myself, too. Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? I didn't say anything, but... Actually, as I hear it, there's something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh? I'll tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know, that manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impasse. Miss Andrews' mentor, right? Yes, that one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know. Married? You mean Mr. Corda? Really, you young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. 3 days after their marriage announcement? What the? That doesn't... What? Why would Miss Impasse want to kill herself? She was going to get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. What? But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines. But why? Why would he do that? I was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. The night after Juan canceled the wedding, that manager, Celeste, killed herself. How terrible. I wonder what happened between those two. Do I have anything else to show you? No I don't. I have a feeling it'll just get her angry again. So, bye-bye. Thanks for your help. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with the questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. I have one place I'd like to stop. This is Criminal Affairs. And I need to visit a criminal. It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. On Guard's lawyer, right? Yes, sir. Well, I've finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for Mr. On Guard's case? We're taking the witness statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now? Well, who is this witness? I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer. Mr. Nick? Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours is long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. Eh? I've already called them so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much. This is such good news, Mr. Nick. Go talk to your heart's content. It sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. Well, hey, I'm not complaining. Not at all. Stopping my house on the way back. It doesn't look like Mr. Scrub Detective is here. Well, he's out there with that camera asking around at all the electronics stores. Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner. Looks like Pearls really appreciate what Gumshoe is doing for us. Mr. Nick? Huh? Yes? Where's the lettuce? I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before. Oh, I guess I have to give up on making a salad then. I guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. Yeah, you can't really have salad without lettuce. Well, anyway, not to just discredit that, but let's see. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both On Guard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? On Guard. First. Dude, it's Mr. Roy! It's Mr. Wright! I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me and said that Juan Corda was killed by an assassin, and that assassin's client is this man, Matt On Guard. What's wrong? Mr. On Guard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. I can't ask this out first. For now, I'm gonna ask about Juan and Adrian. Do you know about Mr. Corda and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corda. Her mentor was Mr. Corda's manager, and Miss Adrian Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impact's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for some pizza? My treat. Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is that like a pea, like green peas? Let's go eat one later, okay? I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. It's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off the topic and talk about something else then, okay? Mr. On Guard, are you connected to Miss Impact's suicide in some way? About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. It looks like somehow Juan had his hands on secrets so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is, please? I knew this was coming. Mr. Nick, don't tell me. A psyche lock. You said a secret, right? But you don't have any idea what it is, do you, dude? Five psyche locks. That's the most difficult one I've had. Well, I can't do anything about this now. So... I can't do anything with him right now, so I'll head here. See if I can get any more info. Later. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Mr. Powers! What happened? Why are you here? You see, I got roped into this somehow. What? And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers? I was talking with a detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home when all of a sudden, you were under arrest, and I was brought back here. Oh. They said my face and whole self has generally looked suspicious or something. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. Oh, I'm just a normal guy in an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? Oh, Powers. So, about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. You saw something important? What was it? Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said. Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about? I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's me. Yeah, you got it. Mr. Nick! Mystic Meyer and myself are the only two allies in the whole world, but it's alright. Ouch! I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? Okay. My inferiority aside, this is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Besides, he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. But what is it really like? Well, let's see. Matt always was kind of a player with women. He was never really turned a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say, it's just a game to justify himself. What? How horrible! That's unforgivable! Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him? His manager, you know? Miss Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic? He always perks up whenever she's mentioned. You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world have their dazzling sort of image, right? A dazzling sort of image? But aren't you a part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of other stars around me as things happen. Well, that's true. Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? You mean Miss Impact's? You heard something about her wedding was cancelled? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. Mr. Powers is so charged up his skin is practically glowing with electricity. Well, I can't really say no. So have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it. We heard about that in court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is. Something bad for Mr. Corda? Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked about with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I may have been caught by an insidious man. An insidious man? Does she mean Mr. Corda by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be the reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you. You're welcome. Mr. On guard and Miss Andrews. They're both at the detention center right now. There's still things I don't understand, or know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything. Alright, let's get back. Now then, whose story do I want to hear first? Adrian. I still don't know enough from Matt. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour. but there's a few questions I'd absolutely have to ask you tonight. Me? I thought your client was Matt. I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about the secret Mr. Corda had on Mr. On Guard. She hides it really well. I'd like to ask you about Matt On Guard, if you don't mind. Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean. You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. On Guard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival? Silent treatment? That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. Okay. How about Celeste Impacts? About Miss Celeste Impacts, I'd finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface. I'm sorry. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that I heard the murders that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note. I began to draw close to it. I wanted to get her suicide note back. And to burn it. You wanted to burn it? But why? I didn't want it to spread like just another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent toward Juan. I would never do something so stupid. The suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. But why frame him? Why did you try to frame Mr. On Guard? That's simple. Because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't that the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? But there had to be another way. The police were excellent at doing the job, so they'd figure it out, right? Yes, they're so good at they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Miss Andrews. Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me what you did, why you did what you did. Revenge. Huh? Did you say something about just now? One. A psyche lock, huh? Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy. But I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say revenge. But I don't have any information to pin it on. I don't think. I don't think I have any information at all, actually. I should move on until I get more stuff. Let's try... We can reach the hotel from here, I think. Mr. Nick, your phone! I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous. It's probably just your imagination. You should really pick it up, Mr. Nick. It could be important. Hello? We got a big problem, pal! What's wrong? Let's go away to the office right now! Okay. Hey, wait a sec. Why is he coming here? It's terrible! I don't know what to say, pal! It's the end, I say! I'm going to... Oh. I got here faster than I thought. Hey. Don't try to relax, pal! I'm confused as anything here! Well, what happened? I got him! I know who bought the spy camera! Eh? This quickly? And his bear's what gave them away, pal. The bear. I figured it out, pal. I figured out that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera. Wasn't that Mr. Edgeworth's? Shh, Pearls. And go on. Well, there's only one person who bought one of those bears who related to this crime. What? Who is it? Who could be so rude as to spy on another person in their room? Matt On Guard. Huh? Matt On Guard, your client, that's who, pal. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Aww. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was... I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt from the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's the exact match for the price of that stuffed bear. A receipt? That's all you have? Nah, it's not just a receipt, pal. The store clerk said it so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. On Guard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. On Guard's autograph out of it, pal. So I'm sure the person who bought the stuffed bear was Mr. On Guard himself. My sight's failing me. This can't be. Gotta be kidding me. I don't even want to ask about the spy camera. So what about the spy camera we found? That was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you, for you to file away into evidence. Spy camera, transmitter, and a stuffed bear. Thank you. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I never thought. I didn't think this was possible. The person who put the spy camera in one of Corda's room was Matt On Guard. Why would Mr. On Guard do something like that? I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Corda on one of their rendezvous. I bet is not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you going to see him? Mr. On Guard, I mean. Yes. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next. I'm scared myself. But I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Mr. On Guard, what in the world have you done? I'm gonna leave this for next episode. This is Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All. When we come back, we're gonna interrogate Mr. Matt On Guard. See ya.